Hey everyone, Britt and Chris Carmichael here, founders of the Elevated Life series, where we teach you simple mindset shifts to create radical transformation in your life. And today's topic is 4 areas to detox and declutter this spring that will make the biggest impact in your life.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad it's spring. You know, we've been if you watch nature and if you tend to do the seasons and let the seasons kind of dictate what you're doing in your life, we are finally coming out of the dormant period. We have been, resting and just sort of hibernating for a while, just following what nature does. And now this time for spring, and the flowers are out and everything's blooming. It's time to plant the seeds. It's time to get ready for the rest of the year. Spring is such a great time to be planting the thoughts and the ideas that you want to carry out for the rest of the year. And so doing these or detoxing these 4 areas is really going to help you do that, so you can remove away all the stuff that's not really benefiting you. You can get rid of all those things and all those ideas that you had that really don't push you forward on your goals and set yourself up for success.
Yes, this week is the perfect time, like Chris said, to plant your seeds. It's actually the beginning of spring here in the Northern Hemisphere, where we can plant our ideas, and literally our food. So I want to know, what is that spring planting that you're going to do? What is that desire, that intention that you're going to set? What is it that you want to create over the next year? Because in my philosophy, following astrology, this is the beginning of the new year. This is a new astrological year, so it's a time where we want to take a fresh start. We feel like we have a new chapter and we are beginning to blossom again. So I want to know, what does that new start look like for you? What's that intention you're setting this spring? You ready to dive into the 4 areas to detox and declutter? And stay tuned till the end, because I've got a free gift for you, a free guidebook that's going to help you with everything that we're talking about today. So the first area that you're going to want to detox and pay attention to is those small areas in your kitchen that you neglect. The pantry, well, the pantry is a big area, but all of the little drawers and cabinets, because when we let our kitchen go, we sometimes let our health go. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and going through the pantry, we just recently did this, and it's crazy because we went through the pantry and we found spices and stuff that were, we must have moved with these things, because, we moved last year. We found spices and things that are 2015, 2014. So it's so important to go back through the stuff. What are you holding on to in life? This whole detox idea is, what are you holding on to that either doesn't help you, that you don't need, that maybe someone else can use, that you can just say, hey, this is just taking up space in my life. This is taking up space in the place that I live. So go through that pantry, go through your refrigerator, and ditch everything that either is expired or that I shouldn't be putting this in my body. If you look at it and you turn it around and see those ingredients and go, I don't know what any of this stuff is. None of this grows from the ground. What are all these chemicals? Ditch it. Just fill up that trash can as much as you can and dump out everything that you don't need.
About 6 years ago, Chris and I did this exact thing. We opened up our pantry, all the cabinets, we pulled everything out, and we threw everything away that was expired, which we were guilty. And then we also started looking at the ingredients. What is in this, and how can it sit on the shelf so long? That doesn't seem like that should work in our body. So we started looking at all the ingredients. So I want to know, what are some of those things that you could immediately eliminate from your diet that aren't positively serving you? Because when we detox our kitchen, we ultimately in turn detox our health, and we become more motivated and inspired to start eating healthy, because now we've cleaned out the pantry, we've cleaned out the kitchen, we maybe have found some tools that we haven't used in a while, like we have been using our Instant Pot every day. It's been so helpful. So what is that area in your kitchen, or what is that food or that substance, or what is that thing you need to detox from your kitchen, from your diet? Because all of this is connected. What we do in the kitchen, we do to our bodies, and that's how we show up in our jobs and our relationships and our energy.
So true. The second area to detox and declutter are your neglected spaces. These are the common areas in your life that we just neglect. That is your car, that is your closet, and that is your workspace. What you want to be doing again is shedding off all of the old. This is such a time to start getting rid of all of those things. Donate them. It feels so good to donate stuff. You start picking through, and you know that someone else needs it.
I am donating 10 pairs of shoes. They are in a box right now, and I am so excited about it. And it took me 10 years to let go of them. What is wrong with me? Is there an area in your closet or a thing that you know that you hoard? Mine might be clothing. Chris might be books.
It's true.
Is there something that you hoard that you could probably go through and donate some of it? You could purge it. That way you can make room for new stuff. Bonnie says she's letting go of processed foods and sugar. Julia says fast foods that are not in her kitchen, and then processed foods in her kitchen.
Yeah, it feels so good. You know, when you clean out these areas, when you walk in your closet, it's all organized exactly. And go grab that book that, was it The Magic of Tidying Up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's so important to start simplifying your life.
Marie Kondo that shit.
Yeah, it's so important to start simplifying your life. And that's really what detoxing and decluttering really means. It's about simplifying. So many people get so anxious because what they've thought is that, hey, I'll pile more stuff onto my life. When the truth is, the way that you get to a calm, peaceful life is by taking things away. It's not by adding more. Totally. And so what you want to be doing is pulling out all those things. Get rid of all that. If you put the try them all on. If you put the clothes on, you say, "Man, I don't look awesome in this. I don't feel great in this. I wouldn't go out and be confident in this." Ditch it. Same way with your car. Take a trash bag out there and just dump all of the crap that you have into that trash bag. Get rid of it. You don't need it.
Yeah, Vicky says she's clearing 40 items for 40 days for Lent. And that's actually one of the lessons I teach inside Shine School. I have them donate one item every day for a month, so that way they clear 30 different things. It doesn't feel overwhelming. You can just do one small thing at a time. When I'm decluttering, my biggest tip for anyone who feels overwhelmed is to start small. I do one drawer at a time. And that's it. I don't commit to a whole kitchen. I don't commit to a whole closet. If I'm approaching my closet, I choose one type of clothing. So I'll go for tank tops, and I'll go through the tank tops, and then that's as much mental energy as I can expend on, do I keep the tank tops or do I get rid of them? So one small thing. What's that one small area in your life that you know you can start to declutter that will make a big difference? The third topic, the third area that will make a massive improvement in your life, massive. If you take the time to purge your negative thoughts. Is there a repeating negative thought that's been going on over and over inside your mind that you keep coming back to? Notice that, identify it, because awareness is the first step in recognizing that we have negative thinking patterns and positive thinking patterns. And when we create that awareness and identify that we have a negative thought, for me, you all know my story was I am fat. Once you have awareness that you are thinking that in your head, then you can begin to shift it and change it.
Yeah, we're always in these perpetual cycles of thinking, and without awareness, what ends up happening is that we live out those thoughts. And with awareness, you can have thoughts. You're always going to have thoughts. A lot of people think that when you meditate, the whole idea is that you're going to just ditch thoughts and it's not going to happen. There's going to be no negative thinking, but that never comes up. That actually never, ever happens. And so what you want to be able to do instead is to be able to have thoughts come up, but not be moved by them. Just allow them to come up, allow them to fade away. And negative thinking is one of those things that keeps us stuck. Because again, we just continuously live that out, and then we bring more experiences into our lives that affirm those thoughts. Like that's how our belief system works. And so what you want to be able to do is ditch anything that you've been thinking about. If you've spent a ton of your time not pushing forward on your goals, if you've been procrastinating, a lot of times it's because you've been spending all of your mental energy thinking about stuff that doesn't matter. So start ditching that. Realize that you can let go of thoughts and you can grab onto new ones. This is the perfect season to start doing that.
Julia says she's switching her negative thought, I am not worthy enough.
Yeah.
How many of you guys can identify with that thought? I just came across one of my clients that I've been working with. She made a post about how everything is going so amazing in her life. She's overwhelmed with gratitude and overwhelmed with how good it's going, and her dream job is unfolding before her eyes. And she says she's shocked, she's surprised. And I am here to remind you all that that is your true life. That is what you are meant to be living. That is what you came here to create, to uncover, to reclaim your power and use it for good. But if you use your energy and creativity for negativity and worry and fear, you're gonna create that reality. So it's up to you to make the choice. And when we're talking about detoxing and decluttering, it takes a conscious choice. It takes effort. It's not always easy. That's why people stay stuck in their comfort zone and they never move forward, because moving forward takes work, but it's worth it, because you then start to realize that once you know how to use your energy and use your mind to create good things, it's actually effortless.
Oof. All right, number 4. And this one's big. This is big because we're all on social media. We're right here. the next area that you've got to detox and declutter is your digital life. And this can be so big. I was over at a friend's house not too long ago, and he opens up his email and he's got over 80,000 emails. That thing's clicking nonstop. It's popping up on his phone nonstop. So the whole time we're talking, ding, 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 ding. I'm like, dude, what is going on? You've got to start detoxing that. I'm like, do you even read any of this stuff? He goes, no, I can't. It's too much. I get multiple thousand emails per day. So go through your email box and unsubscribe from everything that doesn't absolutely light you up. If you wouldn't pause in your life to look at it, unsubscribe.
Take the 5 to 15 seconds it takes to open the email and click unsubscribe, rather than spending the next 5 years ignoring it and letting it take up space in your world. You chose to opt into it. Now you can choose to take the moment to opt out, and it'll save you so much time in the future.
Yeah, the other thing that we do that's huge on your digital life is to go through all of whatever social media accounts you have, Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter,
whatever it is, and either hide or unfollow all of the people who are crap in your feed. So anyone who's putting up messages that you don't like, you don't respond to.
So make sure to subscribe to our notifications.
But if you have, let's say you have friends on there, but you just can't, I can't read everything that all my friends are doing all the time. That's a full-time job. And so just hide them. Like, hey, I'm still your friend. I still care about you. I still want to hear about you. But if I see you in person and haven't seen you in months and I know everything that's happened in your life, what are we going to talk about? Like, how are we going to find out new stuff? I already know it all. Hide those people, unfollow them, and then unsubscribe from the emails. You'll be amazed at how much of your life you actually get back. Yeah, you're like, damn, I didn't have all this time. I keep using the excuse, well, I don't have time for this, I don't have time for that. It's because your email and social life's too full. Cut those out a little bit. Doesn't mean trim away everything. Cut some of it out. Cut away the stuff that you don't need anymore, and watch how you just start, everything just starts to change. You're like, damn, I've got all this time. It feels so good.
So out of these 4 areas that you can start to detox and declutter, the kitchen, the neglected spaces like your office, your car, your closet, your negative thinking, your internal world, or your digital life, out of these 4 areas, which one do you need to focus on right now that you know will make the biggest impact in your life? Where do you feel like you've neglected or not spent time just taking a moment? Chris always says if it takes less than 2 minutes, to do it right away. Don't put it off or don't write it on your to-do list. Just do it right away. And to unsubscribe, to unfollow, to take a moment to get clear and say, is there any negative thoughts I've been holding about myself or other people? All of this takes less than 2 minutes, and it will make the biggest impact in your life. So don't walk away from this video. If you've been here this long, do not walk away from this video and skip these simple steps. Now, I said at the beginning, I have a special gift for you. I have an awesome Detox and Declutter guidebook that'll walk you through all of these areas and then some. And I include some of our favorite apps that help you scan your products to even see what kind of chemicals are in them. I share all kinds of resources in this free guidebook. So if you want to access that because you need help moving through these areas, like basically a checklist, be sure to go to brittanycarmichael.com/detox for that free guidebook. I'll leave that in the comments here on Facebook, Instagram. You guys are gonna have to get creative and go type it in. If you know someone that would love this message, tag them in the comments below, share this video. We appreciate the good karma. Julia says she's gonna be detoxing her digital life and her thoughts.
Perfect.
And Bonnie says her thoughts.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in here on the Elevated Life series. It has been so much fun to share these areas that will make a massive impact when you make these small, subtle shifts and changes. If you detox, you donate, you get rid of some things, you start having more motivation and momentum in your life, and you make bigger and massive changes that lead you outside your comfort zone and into your dream life. I need those apps. Yes, I will share one of them is Think Dirty. This helped us so much when we were in the grocery store trying to find products that didn't contain harmful chemicals until we started making our own. That's what we ended up finding out. Nowadays, there are options. It's just cheaper to make stuff from home. So Pinterest is a great resource for that.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, thanks so much for tuning in. If you love this message, let us know your biggest takeaway in the comments, and we will see you guys next Friday for the Elevated Life series. Bye.